I think it was January end that we said, okay, we're going to call this Umoja Games, and who is going to take it? And there was silence on the call, complete, utter silence. And then Kashif and his contingent, Muhammad Qasim, said, we will do it. And we just kind of said, really? They're like, yeah, we will do it in May. And that was only 2 months, 3 months to go.
For me personally, those email exchanges were very, very, it was very intimate because we were talking about this was a great experience, a great time, and how do we move on to step two? How do we carry this on? Because the flame was just ignited and we needed to keep this flame alive. Despite the fact that we'd never hosted before, despite the fact that we had no experience, and no ground, nothing of that sort. We didn't even know or care. We just said, let's just not let this thing die. That was it.
I remember calling Kashif a few times. I'm like, are you serious? You're really going to do this? And he's like, yeah, I got the field. And I'm like, what do you mean you got the field? He's like, I'm talking to a school and they're going to give us the field. I honestly could not believe that we're actually going to get the field.
We went to Lake Mary Fields, they said not available. We went to Lake Sylvan, not available. We went to Boomba Sportsplex, they said we're still in construction. We were in a bind, our back was against the wall. What did we do then? Somebody said, Lake Mary High School is available. We went there with full confidence, we're gonna get it. And guess what? Not available. As we're leaving, Walt Whitman, who was the chairman at that time of the athletic department, said, we're looking to build a turf field and we can do this exception, which is we can give you the field, we can rent it to you, and we'll use some of the proceeds to build the field. And that was it. For us, that was the golden moment. We said, where do we sign up? Where's the contract? We gotta sign up right now.
You literally have a weekend with your friends. You have a house. You just chill all night. There's a pool. Then you get ready for soccer. You play. It's the best experience you can have.
I felt robbed of the goalkeeper award, so I wanted to come back and win that one time. So in Orlando, I ended up winning the goalkeeper award, and that was just a great feeling. I do remember saving a couple of penalty shots during that tournament, so I definitely earned my award, I think.
A good friend of mine who is the manager of the club, Orlando Eagles, asked me to join and had hopes and dreams that we would be winners of the tournament and we would be competitive and have fun as a community. So that was my experience. It was very positive to host. We love hosting in Orlando, so anytime we can do it again, I'd love to. See you all at the next one, inshallah.
I think it was a semifinals game against our team in New York. We started playing, and of course my team is always gonna win. And we were up 2-0 until halftime, and then I suffered 2 injuries. Then came, the rumble from Mr. Dinani, and they were attacking us. They hit a couple of posts, crossbars, and I don't think we could have sustained another 20-25 minutes of just this constant attack. So I remember the rule book, with the clouds incoming. I had read the rule book pretty well.
In the event of severe inclemental weather, such as extreme thunder showers, lightning, or hailstorms, at the referee's sole discretion, a stoppage of play may be called. If the stoppage is over 10 minutes and 75% of the game has been completed, the score stands as an even in the event of a tie.
So I went to the referee and said, you got to stop the game because we had heard a siren. And the referee was like, he wasn't sure. And I went to, of course, my friend Mustafa and suggested to him that he should read his own rules. And he was like, he knew what he had written. The look in his face, he was like, seriously, you read that? And I said, yeah, of course, you gotta read the rules.
And we finally just got the momentum going, and we were like, finally starting to attack, and we felt like, we were getting it now, There was a better team in the first half, full credit to them, at the end of the day, like, they made it to the final. It's not like there was a worse team or anything of that sort, it just so happened that we didn't get that last 5 minutes because of thunder, lightning, the siren went off, and we had to stop playing. That was the first of the many semifinals that we got knocked out in, because ever since then, semifinal was our spot. We couldn't go back, to the final ever again.
To me personally, the part that I remember the most in 2013 was the exhibition game for the young kids.
I think that was the time where we all watched it, and it was amazing to just see the excitement of the kids. We saw some really good young talent, and we saw that's where the joy and the passion and where we have to focus. And I think that tournament really, just a little bit, it was like one game or even a little bit, but that really, I think, springboarded a lot of the thought process.
Just seems like yesterday. It was so brilliant. It was fantabulous, exceptional. And the whole tournament was surreal. It was so good that it felt as though Umoja came, they mesmerized, they entertained, and they conquered. They captured everyone's hearts and imagination.
It was nice to see ladies, gents, seniors, kids all under one roof of Umoja, cheering for the teams and having meals together, praying together. It was well worth it.
There's nothing like lifting a trophy with the brothers you've worked hard with, the brothers you've trained hard with, the brothers you've bonded with. It's unparalleled. And Umoja makes this possible.
You have moments like when we identified Hassan Aziz as our first recipient of Hall of Fame.
I mean, great servant to the game, great servant to the community. You can still see him at every Umoja games. He's pretty much patrolling like 3-4 teams or 6 teams at times, and one of our greatest supporters, if you actually want to call that.
And I think that's when we solidified our board and solidified the beginning of a foundation of an organization and getting people together.
We were treating it like a 2013-2012 tournament where it was just like a group of friends coming, but I think, like you were saying, this was like the first year where it kind of like hit us, like, whoa, okay, we gotta be a bit more organized and focused.